afternoon, everyone. This is Candy Tell-All with W-EBLM News, and we are here today with the co-founders, Kevin and Neil, of Every Black Life Matters. We thought it'd be great to have this conversation in front of a construction site as they begin to share with us the new terminology, RAZIST, and what that means for the work that they have ahead. Kevin, why don't you go first?
So the verb raise comes from the reality that there are literal racist structures that have been erected. Some of them have been around for a very, very long time. And once we recognize that these are ominous structures, well built, well designed, and used constantly in and through society, America's society in particular, with ideologies and partnered companies and all kinds of stuff, we realize that the way we're going to get to the nub of racism is to fundamentally demolish the structures. So raise, literal term raise, by definition, is when you demolish structures, when you implode and demolish and render none effect. And that's what we intend to do as RAZIST. So a RAZIST is a master architect, a master demolition architect that looks at not just the functionality of a structure, but the foundations and the very roots of the structure that keeps the structure abreast. And that individual then doesn't go for just looking at basic ideology to make decisions about whether the structure is sound or not. That individual looks at architecturally, how do we change and thoroughly demolish the structure so we can begin anew? And that's what we're advocating for.
Kevin, what do you think are some of the challenges that your organization will face ahead with the new terminology, RAZIST?
So some people will, upon hearing the term, they may actually think that we're actually saying racist. And that is not what we're saying. And that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. It's a play on words. And so we're taking a little bit of a risk there. But we are clearly RAZIST. And we're, again, motivated to demolish structures of racism. I do think that there are a lot of people that are entrenched Marxists. And as we expose more and more about that ideology and how horribly racist it is, about how horrible that particular ideology has been to innocents around the world for the past century or so, that people, even knowing the truth, are going to want to hold to that ideology. These are people that are ideologically driven and not principled. So we will still, no doubt, have a few people that attempt to hold on to, racism of the past, from Darwin, from Marx, and, various ideologies in between. But here's the thing, what I'm reminding everybody of as we become racist is if we will not adhere to KKK ideology or any sort of white supremacist ideology, because if we did, we'd actually fit the definition of a racist, then how is it we could accommodate clear racism of these ideologies that are, they may be inconvenient because we may adhere to a lot of the philosophy of these men, but if they're clearly racist ideologies, we're going to have to reject them because, for consistency's sake, they're racist. And if we hold on to them, guess what? We're racist. We're white supremacists. And it's a binary decision point. There is not an in-between. There is not a comfortable area where you could say, well, I think I want to just hold on to this, this, and this from Marx, and that from Darwin. No. It's a binary decision. If they were fundamentally racist, then guess what? If you hold on to them, you fit the definition of a racist and a white supremacist.
Wow, those are strong words spoken with conviction. Well, there you have it, everyone. Kevin and Neil, co-founders of Every Black Life Matters. I'm Candy Tell All signing off on WEBLM News. See you soon.